Hey, y'all, it's Jen Dodge, your Houston, Texas no-fluff realtor. So you think that shiny new construction home is a smart, stress-free move? Well, think again, because behind those model home walls, builder incentives and sweet talking reps are some pretty costly secrets. And if you're not careful, you can end up paying way more than you ever bargained for. So if you're shopping for a new construction home in Houston and you think walking into a model home is a safe, no pressure way to explore your options, I'm about to rock your world. Because what most buyers don't realize is that builder's rep is not on your side. The house you're touring is mostly a mirage, and the deal you're being offered, it might cost you thousands more in the long run. So let's start with the biggest illusion, the model home. It's beautiful. It's staged to perfection. You walk in and think, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is the dream. But that dream, it comes with a $75,000 reality check. That gourmet kitchen, the flooring, the designer lighting, none of that's standard. You're seeing $50,000 to $100,000 in upgrades, easy. And they're not going to break that down to you until you're halfway through the paperwork. It's like ordering a Big Mac and getting charged for a steak. And unless you ask the right questions, you're not going to even know what you're not getting. Worse, sometimes that model home includes discontinued features that builder doesn't even offer anymore. You're falling in love with the house you literally cannot buy. And don't assume the layout you're walking through is even an option. Many model homes offer features like alternative floor plans or add-ons that are going to cost extra and require special permitting. It's smoke and mirrors designed to stir your emotions and drive urgency. Next up, the free money trap. You're going to hear things like, we're going to give you thousands of dollars towards closing costs if you use our preferred lender. But here's the kicker, guys. What they give you in closing credit, they're going to make that back up with higher rates and padded fees. Their lender isn't competing for your business. They're just padding the builder's bottom line. So I've actually seen buyers walk away from their $10,000 in incentives because their rate was a full point higher. That's going to add tens of thousands to their loan over time, and it increases the payment. And here's the really shady part. Many of these in-house lenders run your payment based on the unimproved land value, not the final appraised value after your $70,000 in upgrades. So your monthly payment looks incredibly low, and buyers are thinking, oh my gosh, wow, what a deal. But a year later, once the tax assessor catches up and recalculates that property tax based on finished value, that payment nearly doubles. And now you're panicking. You can't afford it. I've had clients call me in tears because their lender never explained that their $2,400 payment would become $4,200 in month 12. Some end up having to sell. It's financial whiplash. So always ask your lender to estimate your mortgage payment using the projected improved value, not the current lot value, and have them walk you through what your escrow account is going to look like after reassessment. Also, double check the tax rate for your community. Every neighborhood has its own rate based on the MUDs, utility districts, schools, etc. Some of these new developments have sky-high tax rates in the high threes or more. That can drastically affect your monthly payment, and that's before the home even gets reappraised at full value. So don't assume your taxes will be average. Ask, verify, and calculate accordingly. All right, now let's talk about builder warranties in Texas, because this is something most people don't fully comprehend. Builders here typically offer what's called a 1-2-10 warranty. What does that mean? What that means is you get 1 year of coverage on workmanship and materials. Think cosmetic stuff like drywall, sometimes paint, trim, flooring. On year 2, it's going to cover systems, your plumbing, HVAC, and electrical. And on year 10, that's your structural, like your foundation and framing. It sounds decent, right? But here's the catch. That 1 year coverage, which we lovingly call the bumper to bumper, is where you're going to find most of your issues. And if you don't catch them before the first year ends, you're likely going to be paying out of pocket. And yes, most builders use third-party companies for these warranties. So it can be a little bit difficult navigating the claim process if you don't know what you're getting into. So here's my advice. You need to get a full home inspection by an independent third-party inspector before you purchase this home. Yes, even if it's brand new. Builders are going to try to tell you it's unnecessary because they do inspections, but they're doing their own inspections, and that sounds a little fishy to me. So here's the pro tip. Schedule a second inspection around month 9 or 10. That gives you time to find any issues and get a detailed list together before your 1-year coverage expires. I've had clients catch everything from roof leaks to drainage problems during that 9-month check-in. So you need to protect your investment because once that warranty window closes, the repair bill, it's all yours. Okay, guys, now here's a really, really important one. Let's talk about schools because this one trips up more people than you'd expect. So regardless of what the builder rep tells you, do not assume your home is zoned to the school they mention. You always verify with the actual school district. I've heard so many families who bought a home specifically because they thought it was zoned to a top-rated elementary or high school, only to find out after closing that they were zoned to somewhere entirely different. The builder rep told them what they thought was correct. But when you read the fine print in that new construction contract, it clearly states they are not liable if zoning changes or if the rep was wrong. So the bottom line here, get it in writing from the school district, not the sales office. School zones shift, new campuses open, and builders are not required to keep up with that. You're the one who has to live with these results, so make sure you verify. Okay, let me bust one of the biggest myths in new construction. Thinking you'll save money by not using a realtor. I hear it all the time. Well, if I don't bring an agent, won't the builder just give me a better deal? No, just no, that's not how this works. The builder's pricing already has commissions baked in. So if you walk in unrepresented, the builder doesn't hand you a discount. They just pocket the difference. You're not saving anything. You're losing out on having an expert in your corner. And you have to remember, those sales reps work for the builder. They don't work for you. Their job is to get the best deal for their client, the builder, not to protect your interest or catch red flags. When you bring a realtor with experience in new construction, you get someone who knows how to negotiate upgrades, review the contract, flag shady fine print, and guide you from dirt to closing. So would you walk into a courtroom without a lawyer? No. So why would you go into a 6-figure negotiation without a pro? Okay, so let's wrap it up, guys. Here's the bottom line. New construction can be absolutely amazing if you go into it with your eyes wide open. Don't rely on builder reps. Don't assume everything will be perfect because it's new. Ask those questions, get your inspections, verify everything, and most importantly, don't go at it alone. So if you want an advocate who knows the Houston market, who knows the builders, and knows how to protect your wallet and your sanity, I'm your girl. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, subscribe and hit that like button and drop a comment with your wildest builder story because you know what, guys? I know y'all have some. See you next time.